welcome back to this channel. I am Winnie Joe and I speak on issues concerning international students, general immigration, and I share vlogs too about my life in the UK. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to this channel. Please just subscribe, okay? And I have lots of videos that you could watch and get knowledge about whatever stage you are in this journey in this UK. And for my old subscribers, thank you so much for being with me. I know I've been very consistent, but then I'll tell you why. I always have an excuse anyway. That's why I'm trying to work better and make sure that I drop all of this content once every Saturday. So yes, so I'm going to be dropping videos once every Saturday, a short video up, and let's see how it goes from there. Do not forget that you can follow me on TikTok. I am Winnie Joe too. And on Instagram, the same name, I am Winnie Joe. On all platforms, I am Winnie Joe. Okay, you can find me everywhere. All right. So today, we're just going to be talking about working 2 jobs in the UK. All right. And I'm going to tell you my own perspective. A lot of people have asked me questions saying, oh, Winnie, my first job is no longer giving me, or it's not giving me the required amounts that I need to pay my bills, especially when you're a family person. So you have, for instance, you're being paid £2,000 in a month and you've got rent of about, give or take, in where I stay in my 3-bedroom, I pay £1,150. All right. So now, give or take, you are, let me just say £1,000. All right, more or less £1,000, and then you've got these bills, these crazy energy bills coming in, energy, what's it called, gas, electric, and whatnot, and then you've got water, council tax, and everything. £2,000 is gone. You cannot even buy a good cloth for yourself. You cannot even do things yourself and even send money home and all of that. So a lot of people have been considering a second job. Yeah, and this idea is very welcome because that's what I do myself. The only thing is that most people don't understand how it works. So that's what this video is gonna just tell you, basically how it works. So yes, you can have 2 jobs. For instance, I'm going to use my life. I have a corporate job that I do in the mornings. So I work from 9 to 4, and then from 4 till 10 p.m. I work as a caregiver. Okay, so I work just evenings as a caregiver, and I work on Saturday. I don't work on Sunday. Full Saturday as a caregiver, I work full day. So I work extra 20 hours. And this is my first job. It's 40 hours, but then let me just say it's 40 hours paid, but the actual work is 37 hours because the remaining hours is for break. We have paid break, and then I work 20 extra hours, or sometimes lesser. And so the average I work every week is about 60 hours. Yeah, 60 hours per week. And starting from 9 o'clock in the morning, or sometimes when I'm working from home, because there are some days I also work from home, I start by 8 and I end by 4. So it all depends. And the way I've been able to manage it, it's when it comes to childcare, I've got my mother, my mother-in-law, and family members helping me to the children, and that's where I can concentrate and quickly rack on funds before they leave. All right. And then another way I've been able to do that is because these 2 jobs are not on the same line. So that's why in the mornings I can do my corporate job because I'm literally just sitting down and typing on my computer and doing all that work. All right, so I'm actually not doing any physical work, so I'm not tired. The only thing is that my brain is overworked. I'm not tired. So in the first hours of the day, I use my brain. I'm sitting there in one place, and then from 4 o'clock I am doing physical activity, moving, handling, giving care to clients and all of that. And then that other job does not involve me using my brain. So if you look at it, I have a balance. Yes. So you cannot do a care job in the morning and then you have all those middle and handling and moving and everything, and then in the evening you go for a second job, or sometime in the week you've got the same thing. You are going to break down. You're really going to break down because you are doing the same job in the same line, and 2 of them are all demanding. They are physically taxing and everything. So that's the way I balance it. And another thing I do is that my second job as a caregiver, I don't I don't work in a care home. I do domiciliary care. So it's just a matter of them giving me just about 4 houses or 5 houses to visit, and I just drive, and I'm back home. All right, because you going to go and take a second job in a care home means that you have to work 2 days full time, and you're talking about 12 hours. You are going to break down. It's not sustainable. You're going to break down. So if you're able to do your corporate job in the morning, and or whatever job that does not require serious physical activity, like a sales attendant, or if you're in the NHS, there's some jobs that does not really require you doing much and all of that, or any other job you're doing, then it's good. But you're going to go and work in a care home, like you're doing dom in the morning, you're domiciliary in the morning, and then the next 2 days, maybe 4 days in a week, you do dom, drive around, moving, handling, all of your shoulders, your back, killing you like that. And then you go to the last 2 days in the week, you're doing your 20 hours job, and they give you like 10 hours or 12 8 hours, and the same thing, you're working, you're going to break down. So if you can find another job that does not require much moving and handling, if you're already, your main job is a caregiver, then look for something else that you can use to that requires you sitting down still, stay in one place and doing your job easily. That's how to balance it up. And yes, as I said earlier, I work as a domiciliary caregiver, so I don't sit in one place. So I'm still having my fun, still having my fresh air, going in, going out, meeting people, socializing, and I love it. So that's the same way I've been able to just balance it up. And another thing people also ask me about is the tax. Yes, the tax aspect is that your tax is going to change. It's no longer going to be that 1,257 like that. So your allowance, everybody in the UK has the same allowance of 12,750, right? But this time around, because you're having 2 jobs, they're going to divide that tax allowance in between the 2 jobs. So the first job will be like 10,000 plus, and the second job will now be the balance. So by the time they're calculating your monthly pay, they're just going to make sure that this allowances is given to you over time. Like, it's not once they're just going to say no tax this month, no tax next month, and they'll start giving you serious bills. No, they're going to just be giving the allowances small all through the year. And the same thing with your second job. When these allowances is finished, maybe you've worked so much and your allowances is out, so now they need to start taxing you. Well, have this in mind, that you're going to be paying 20% tax there and 20% tax there. And do you know how you calculate it? If it's something that's sustainable for you, is if at the end of the day your disposable income is something that you'll be able to manage. Because if you look at it like that, you know, these are, by the time we are getting our indefinite leave to remain, you're paying about £2,000. I don't know how many you are in your family, or if you're a single person, so you need to save for that, you need to save for a house, for a car and whatnot, right? So you putting in mind and saying, hey, they will collect 20% tax, it just means that you're not going to do anything. It just means that, and now that you are young, if you are younger, or rather you're younger than 45 years old, this is the time you should actually work intensely, because all those time you're working in your home country, it's gone. So you just have to put in your force and work intensely this period, because by the time you're 45, then you can now settle down to one job. You know that you've paid most of the important bills, like your visa change fees and your life in the UK fees, your passport application fees. You've paid all those major fees, and you've had your down payment for a house and all of that. Then you can rest. But for now, it's like also back to back. And don't reason it and say, oh God, I worked £1,000 in my second job, and they just look at the tax they just took. Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and move your mind, take your mind off it. What you should be calculating is, after they have taken their tax and after they have taken their NI, what is left. Me, for instance, what is left is about £600, and I add it to what I already have. and it's more than enough. I'm able to even have savings of £500 every month to be able to save up for other important stuff like that, the visa application, the change of visa fees, and those important applications that you know that this thing is blocked, especially when you have a large family. Like I have a family of 5, is blocked, so you'll be able to save towards it over time. And then you're talking about your house deposit and whatnot. So that's what you should be thinking about. All right, I just feel I should share this with you, and if there's any other aspects that you need clarification on, you could just let me know, and I am ready to really go into it and discuss it with you. So I've said earlier, it is actually sustainable when you look for a job that is not in the same line and it's not so tasking. Yeah, it's very, very nice. And of course, those of you that are into content creating and you know that you also need money, content creating right now when you're just starting will not give you the required money you need. So you will still need something by the side that will give you regular income. Right now, let's just say you need regular salary to be able to fund your dreams. That's just it, basically. And this is the right time to do it. Do not think about the tax. What you should think about is the sustainability, if your body can carry it. If you're doing dumb, don't do care home, and you cannot do dumb in the dumb main job, dumb 20 hours. It's going to kill your body. Just look for something else and you'll be all right. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you've got any questions, just put in the comment section. Bye.